Congratulations on 700.
Thank you. It's it's a number with a couple zeros, but as a coach, you're in the moment, you're in the middle of the season. So a lot of game notes today, and we keep saying it: learn and grow, and I'd rather win than learn and grow, and there's a lot that we can take from today.
I know I asked you about it on Tuesday, what it would feel like to get to 700, but now that you actually have it, what's going through your mind right now?
The stability in our coaching staff, the players. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lot of great players. I get to see that All-American wall every day, and I enjoy it. Practice, games. But there's a lot of guys that, in my eyes, were All-American type players for us. Maybe they weren't third team because there was 3 other third basemen or second basemen or whatever that got the awards. But I'll take those guys. So combination of those guys on that board and all the other great players that have played here, it's about them. I want to make sure we recognize those players because it's been a lot of good ones.
What's it say about what you've done with this program, though? Because obviously it's changed from the day you got here quite a bit.
Well, it's just stability. That we've made a commitment. We're being challenged right now with what's going on in college athletics and college baseball. So I've been challenging, our administration, our fan base. We got to stay at it because there's a lot of competition right now, and I'm always preparing for the future. But to this point, we've obviously we made the commitment when I got here, and along the way, as we've continued to take those steps to stay a top 10, 20 program, whatever you want to call us. So I just hope we continue to take those steps for the next decade.
You talk about that stability. How does having Roger Williams the entire time, Brian Mundorf the entire time, and then Eric Snyder and Adam Vrabel for almost a decade, how much does that help out in elevating that program up to a national powerhouse status on a regular basis?
Yeah, just we trust each other. We hold each other accountable. Yes, it's been great from day one having Roger Williams as your pitching coach. It's been great from day one having Brian Mundorf. And I flipped him the shirt because he's got over 1,000 wins at the University of Louisville, so that's really cool. And you said it, Coach Snyder and Coach Vrabel, almost here on a decade. So good coaches combined with good players, really good players, and it doesn't mean we don't push each other and we don't let each other get comfortable. Like I said, I think there's just a lot of respect amongst our coaching staff, and at the end of the day, it is a high competitive group. I mean, play golf. Not that we're great at golf, but I mean, play pickup basketball, whatever it is. I mean, this is a competitive group, so we take pride in competing and trying to win, and obviously our players do.
As for today, Ryan Hawks kind of struggled for his start today, kind of the first time he's really struggled this year. You stuck with him. What were your thoughts as you saw him struggle those first few innings?
I said it to the players. I mean, we saw it in the fall. We saw it in the spring. Pitchers are going to give up runs. What I always noticed when he gave up runs, he came right back. And if you look at the scoreboard, the zeros were huge, just huge. So even though he gives up a couple runs in those first 2 innings, 3 zeros in a row finally allows us to settle in and relax, and we put together a big inning. But even if we don't score, 9 in an inning, I just felt like the zeros are going to help our offense relax. So I give our pitching staff a lot of credit. We really should have had a 0 in the 9th, but I won't go into that. But I mean, we had a chance to put up 7 zeros in a row, and like we always say, just score more runs than your opponent at the end of the game. However you do it, there's a lot of different ways you can do it.
And then conversely, the offense was kind of uncomfortable through those first 4 innings. And then
Yeah.
Was there something that you said to them heading into the 5th that allowed them to kind of find their groove?
No, I'd like to take credit for a great motivational speech or nothing. I just grabbed them after the first 3 innings and challenged. All right, we lost the first 3 inning segment. Let's win the next 3 inning segment, but let's just win an inning. And even though we left some runners on, maybe the bases loaded or so the inning before, the zeros allowed us to, hey, just win an inning, just 1-0, 2-0, just let us creep back into the game. And Peyton's double, I felt like was going to give us a chance to at least get within a few runs, even if we didn't score 9. we were going to be back in the game right there. So like I said, I give our pitching staff a lot of credit because the zeros were huge, and then we put together that big inning offensively.
Devin Killings kind of been quietly really consistent at the plate. Just talk about how he's been performing for you so far.
It's a really talented player. Freshmen make mistakes. Sometimes they press. You could tell he wants it really bad, but you could tell the more he plays, the more comfortable he's going to get. And that's our job as coaches, is to help these freshmen get better. Sometimes it's a junior college kid, but new players in the program. But he's showing it's a high skill level. It's a high work ethic, and but he's going to make mistakes. And so, like I said, I got plenty of game notes today that we'll address, and just learn and grow. Let's just keep getting better.